Hello, and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. Now, we're going to talk about VeChain, the vTHO burn, the top three burners of vTHO, and why 37 million, which is how much they generate each day of vTHO, is not that hard to reach. So, Walmart China is obviously number one because some of you said, well, they're not really using it. They are definitely using it. They've actually said they've cut their cost tracing down to where they actually can identify a product or an SKU from a couple of weeks or even a few days to a couple of minutes. So it's really, really helping them with the tracing and trackability. So overall, on October 29th, 111K clauses were actually used for vTHO burn. Of those 111K, Walmart China was 89,000 of them. So they roughly account for like 85% of all the burn, probably like around maybe like 80% of all the burn. I didn't exactly do the math, but maybe around 80% of all the burn. And obviously, they're the biggest partner. Walmart China is very huge, but let me remind you, Walmart China is nowhere near as big as Walmart.USA. So even that small division of Walmart in China, and remember, they haven't completely onboarded all the products. They're still very, very far away from that. They've already burned 89K clauses. 89K clauses is probably around 3 million vTHO burn. So like, even on that bit of onboarding, we're already like 1/10 of the way there with that. Now, Walmart, when it's completely onboarded, they'll probably make up probably almost half all the vTHO burn that we actually need. And these latest partnerships, like Cypress Hospital, the cruise lines, they're probably not completely or onboarding at all yet because they just announced it. It takes weeks or months to integrate these systems for large companies, so we can expect those things to come in maybe next year or even later, depending on how the COVID crisis affects everyone. The second one under Walmart is Shanghai Gas and Electric, and they burned 5.7K. Now, Shanghai Gas and Electric is actually really huge, but the thing is they really haven't onboarded vTHO completely yet. They're only in phase 2 of the pilot test. They completed phase 1, they were very happy with it, and they moved on to phase 2. You're seeing a little bit of burn now, but really not all that much vTHO burn from Shanghai Gas and Electric yet. The pilot will actually run, I don't really know how long the second phase of the pilot will actually run for, but once they actually get all the production stuff in, they will burn many, many times what this is. So this could be another major partner and could really help the vTHO burn. Now, like I said, VeChain has made many, many partnerships with the cruise lines, with Renji Hospital, with hospitals in Japan, with like the Japanese tea company, the Chinese tea company, as well as many agreements in Europe. PwC, DNVGL, Deloitte, they're all pushing VeChain. So the myriad of partnerships, like Walmart China was honestly one of the first big ones. So all these that came afterwards, they're not really on board yet. Remember, Walmart China took roughly 1.5 to 2 years to really get to even this point. And I think they're going to be onboarding more and more in the next 2-3 years. And they're obviously massively expanding. So Walmart China itself could eventually just be like 37 million by itself. And all those others will take us way, way above 37 million. So just like one partner that's really on board eventually could maybe take us to 37 million. And with all those other partnerships, I think the road to 37 million isn't really that hard. And because VeChain is gaining more and more partnerships, establishing themselves as a leader, at least in the Asian Pacific region, and they'll continue to get more partnerships, I think in the years to come, it is not really that surprising if we go way over 37 million. And I think like really that's kind of a bottom line. I'm expecting to cross 37 million within 2 years. I know 2 years might seem like a long time, but really, like in terms of enterprise adoption, it's not. If you remember Sunny Lu sharing the timeline, he basically said like up to mid 2021, it was essentially like regulations and getting things started. From 2021 to 2025, it was like adoption, and then 2025, after 2025, it was going to be mass adoption. And that timeline seems to be flowing along very well. COVID has obviously delayed things a little bit, but I still think we're pretty well on track for what Sunny Lu has actually shared. So VeChain is well on track. I think it'll go past 37 million very, very easily. I mean, Walmart by itself should be like 15 million plus once they actually get everything onboarded. Then you have Shanghai Gas and Electric, which really hasn't even started onboarding. I mean, 5.7K is just kind of like they're testing. And then you have like, all the hospitals, all the healthcare and everything that's actually already signed a deal and that are currently onboarding. So you can expect to have massive vTHO burn increases over the coming years. And obviously that will make VET more valuable. Might take a while, but we will actually get there. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.